try, and I think it's very important to do. When you get out in the field, you leave everything.
Columns 3410, call that.
Just like you don't take
3410, go ahead.
you don't take stuff home.
Ma'am, I'm a double unit.
To the field.
34,
You don't. Yeah. You don't take stuff home with you. Work and all that. I think it's important you don't take anything from the home to the field. If you're having a bad day, just because you're arresting some guy, you know, I treat everybody with respect, and I think that is so important, you know. And I've had people that I've arrested and got fined, and you know, all this, and then at the end of the day, they shake my hand. You know, that means so much to me. I just care, you know, how people, I don't know, some law enforcement may not, you know, they got a job to do, they're done, you know. I find if I give a little more time, if it is, you know, wanted or needed, you talk to somebody, check up on them and see how they're doing. You know, later, you know, they'll call you with information or, you know. I'll try to get you that number when we get stopped.
Great, thank you. Is there a big opioid problem in Zanesville?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's everywhere.
Is heroin a problem around here as well?
Yeah, it's easier to get.
Heroin is easier to get. Huh.
Now it's fentanyl and stuff like that.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Now it's fentanyl,
Right, fentanyl, right.
carfentanil, you know.
Is that something you come across in your job at all?
You know, I haven't. And I'm, you know, knock on wood, I've been very lucky. But, you know, they've been sending us emails, and, you know, we do have some training. And, you know, just not to, you know, if I found a couple, I think it was one pot methods. You know, I just called the SO. You know, they got the drug task force unit. You know, I know them real well. And they come out and take care of that stuff. And the most stuff I found was like, you know, discarded stuff after they'd done the cook.
Okay.
And they're on our wildlife area.
So they are doing it in the wildlife areas?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Probably the time of day that I'm out, I'm not seeing very much of that stuff.
What time of day are you typically out?
This time of year, it's early.
Okay.
You know, I try to get out there early. But, you know, it changes sometimes. I can, you know, this job's pretty flexible. I can call the supervisor or send him a text. And, hey, man, I'm going to work half day and I'm going to work tonight. I'm going to take tomorrow and I'll work Saturday. You know, I try to make myself available for events and stuff like that. It's just like, there's never enough time in the day.
Can definitely empathize with that.
Yeah. You can see this roadhouse really, they've done this so many times, it just slips. And they've put culverts in, trying to get the drainage. Well, we did just a big loop.
Yeah, thank you. Is this job ever dangerous?
What's that?
Is this job ever dangerous?
You just never know. I wouldn't say it's, driving on Maple Avenue is dangerous. I mean, all the lights and the people, and you just never know. Anything, anything's possible. Just, you got to be cautious. Never let your guard down. Don't be complacent. Doing work in your truck on your computer. I try to get out in the middle of something, up on a dam, back by, Dillon State Park, to where, I'm out in the open, and I might not get all my paperwork done because people are going to stop and ask questions, and that's what I'm there for. But, being on one of the dead-end roads or, way back in, I just don't think it's good. You don't know who's out there.
Have you been in any dodgy situations?
No. I've had a couple no moments.
What were those?
Sorry,
go ahead.
Shipbury Division of Wildlife.
Yeah, I don't know if I have to speak to you. There's a lady in Glenford that has probably 60 foxes in cages and skunks, and these poor animals look like useless. I mean, look bad.
Yeah, if that's Glenford, what county is that, ma'am?
I don't know what county it is. Because it wouldn't be Mesquite.
No, Perry County. Yeah, you would have to call Eric Lane. Just get there on the back of the do you have his number, ma'am?
Do I have what with it?
Eric Lane's number. Do you know the number you called, the 589-9991? His is 93 at the end.
9993.
Yep, give him a call.
Okay.
All right, ma'am. You have a great day. Bye.
You were just about to talk about some oh no moments that you had.
Yeah, on the wildlife area, it was like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night. And I seen a sleeping bag, a truck, and a sleeping bag. I think it was a truck here. Yeah, it was a truck, and then a sleeping bag out there. And there was somebody in it, and it wasn't moving.
Oh, no.
And I'm thinking, I keep thinking I got my spotlight on them. And, I've been there 15, 20 minutes and it ain't moved. And it's one of them body bags. And, I'm calling my supervisor. I said, dude, sir, I think I may have. And he said, what's that? I said, yeah, I think I do. And he said, what? I said, I think I have my first body. And, 15, 20 minutes, I get the light. It's not moving. I can't. And there's clothes scattered. And all of a sudden, I'm shining with the light. And I said, up, it's moving. Here was a guy out on the wildlife area wanting to park for the next day deer season so he could have a good spot. And I said, sir, for safety reasons, you can't stay out here. I said, what are you doing? He said, well, I want to be out here. You know, I like to hunt way back in there. I want to be the first one here. I said, well, number one, you ain't allowed to camp on a wildlife area. You know, we got designated areas, and our wildlife areas, we have no spots. And I told him, I said, it's dangerous. Number two is for your safety. I said, you shouldn't be out here. I said, you know, I just kind of, you know, I just said, you can't stay here. And I said, you don't know who's coming out to our wildlife areas. You know, there a couple of years ago, we did have a body, you know, out there, the one from Canton. And I looked at him, and he goes, well, I'm a Navy SEAL, ex-Navy SEAL. And I said, well, Navy SEAL, I've been here for half an hour. And I said, it just ain't safe. And he said, well, he said, I did hear some shots. Some kids or something went up and shot. And I said, well, see? I said, people wear guns. It's 11 o'clock at night. And I'd be all right. I just, you know, kindly told him he had to move on.
My reaction there was actually literally, oh no, when you started telling that story.
I know. That was an oh no moment.
Definitely an oh no moment.
I was sitting there and I was thinking, oh man, here I am. I don't even know how long I've been on, maybe 3 years. And I was like, you know I'm going to see bodies and stuff. And I said, not 11 o'clock at night and by myself. It's like, oh man.
How long's it been now since you've been an officer?
I started in 2012.
2012. So 5 years.
Yeah. And let's see how many calls I've got. These are calls I log that I let go to voicemail, not the ones I answer. I'm at 4,444.
Wow. And these are the calls that you have not answered.
Yes, no, that I answered.
That you did answer.
But those are the calls that went to voicemail.
Uh-huh.
That one I just answered, I ain't gonna log that. It's just too much. And a lot of people don't keep these. But you know what? If you called me and left me a message, you would be on here. And you know, it's good reference, you know. Maybe somebody called back, you know, back in 2015, and I said, yeah, I think you did call me. And yeah, you called about this, and somebody was trespassing, or called about a duck or a goose, or it's just my phone book.
Do you see trends come up when you go through this?
What's that?
Trends or patterns?
As far as calling?
As far as, I don't know, issues like there's more, I don't know, whatever. I saw something really quickly about like a bobcat. I don't know, are there wildlife problems that are developing or...
Oh yeah, I mean there'll be people calling because, you know, they're getting ready for hunting, and, you know, more people are out in the field, and, you know, keep people will be complaining, you know, well, you know what, he's trespassing, he's parking here, and he's walking there, you know, just the general stuff, whatever is, you know, in season, you know, pheasants, you know, I'll get calls about people road hunting. I'll get calls about people not liking, they ain't turning enough birds loose. That trend, it comes and it goes, and it'll be back again. So,
if there was one thing that you wanted the American public to know about ginseng, what would it be?
take care of the plant. I mean, it's not out there like it used to be. I don't think we'll ever not have any, but I think we just need to take a responsibility, step up, and, you know, pass it on to somebody else. You know, it is a plant. Some people don't care about plants and animals, but, you know, I just think it's important when something dies or, becomes extinct or extirpated, you're never going to get it back again. I just think it's our, responsibility to make sure we plant the berries and dig it legally.
Great. Well, thank you so much. I have learned a lot.